Welcome back to the Latin Music Hub here in Orlando, Florida. I'm here with Don Dinero. He's here representing.
Yes, definitely.
How are you?
First of all, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to be here. And at the Latin Hub Music Conference with Mike and everyone else, I got to see so many people. And I think that this is part of empowering our Latinos and networking and getting together. You know, COVID slowed us down from getting together for a minute.
Yes.
And now we've kind of picked up a little bit. So when Mike reached out to me, I think it was in August or July, he's like, hey, I'm doing this. Would you want a part of this? I told him, yes, I would want to be a part of that. I'm being interviewed. Me está entrevistando. Bye. Yo. So I would be part of something. I always look, if you understand who I am, I've always been part of something that's either fresh or new.
Yes.
It's so easy to say, hey, when something's already jump on it, when it's popular or págame tanto, whatever. Now, I think it's important that supporting what we're doing here, and that's why when I walked by and you was like, hey, jump on my podcast, I know how much effort, how much time you guys put into this. And you guys look forward to seeing the artists, and you need content. We're in a content-driven business now.
Yes.
So it's a pleasure to be here and be able to speak about not only my career, but kind of what's going on in the Latin urban game, you know?
So how do you feel being here, at the Latin Music Hub? What did you learn from the other panelists?
Well, honestly, I got here a little late, so I'm about to be one of the panelists now. But I'm pretty versed on what the game is. I just wanted to network, meet the guys, and I think everyone who's put their 2 cents in based on their expertise and everything they've learned in the music industry is why we're here. We're here to educate and empower, and me personally, I want to show my independent artists how to own, operate, and monetize their music, to be able to make a living. I think one of the greatest things in life is to be able to make a living doing something you love.
That's right.
And I tell many artists, there's 22 million independent artists in the United States, and less than 1% will ever get a major deal. So I tell independent artists, you have a better chance of winning lotto than a music label signing you. A major music label. I ain't talking about Pepito Sanchez Records. I'm talking about major music.
Exactly.
So work on your craft. It's an art. Understand the business so you can learn how to earn a living from it. And I have a formula to it, and I think it's, if you're a good person, and you have talent,
Yes.
and you don't give up, you will definitely make it. If you're not a good person and you have talent and you don't give up, you're going to make it, but you're not going to last too long because you're not a good person. And if you're not a good person and you don't have talent, then this shit ain't for you. UPS is hiring. Go do something else, right? So I think that I tell everyone, don't get off that line. Sometimes we're standing on line trying to make it, that we're like, I don't want to do this anymore. We get off the line, we go do something else, but it calls you. And
You still have it in you.
Yeah, but guess what? You got to go on the back of the line now. That's why I tell people, stay in line. Don't give up. I don't care what it's going through. You're so worried about, what I'm saying? If at the end of the day, a life without a dream to chase is a nightmare. And everyone here today is chasing something. That's why the energy's so dope. Everyone, and that's what I want to bring, to say, hey, look, this OG been chasing. I teach my kids to chase. I teach every human being on this planet. Pick a dream, on your market, set, go, and go chase that shit.
And we were speaking earlier about age, It's like some people started a long time ago, and now it's when they found the true love and joy for what they actually after for. It doesn't matter when you start.
One of the reasons I did what I did, and they call me legend pioneer, all that shit. When you call me a legend pioneer, I don't believe it. When you call me, I don't believe it. But what I was trying to do, what's up, boss? Hey, what I was trying to do is basically take it to where the level is at today. I had a vision. I said, hey, I think we need more than just tropical salsa merengue. We need some real shit. And that's what I did. And we changed the game. We changed programming in the United States from tropical to urban. And then everything else kind of is what it is today. So I've been able to now come back and realize that I planted a tree years ago that now has turned into many trees, and I can come back and bear fruit and, you feel me, and do my part still.
Speaking of that, I heard you did something great with a song that you recorded like 20-something years ago.
The beautiful thing about owning your intellectual property, and this is where the music game is at, is that you can resell the same song over and over and over again. So what I did is, when I was in Colombia on tour in August, I got contacted by Audio Directo, and we did the remake of Descubre del Alma live with live musicians, a different person in the chorus, and it just officially dropped on Thursday the 26th, Everyone's going crazy. We're getting great reviews. And I think that's kind of the whole process. You know, I think the OGs are necessary in the game to teach the younger kids that, hey, you can do this for a long time.
Well, I actually listened to it right before you sat here, and I loved it.
It's dope,
I
right?
mean,
It's different.
it's dope. Yeah, it's dope. I can say it's dope.
It's dope.
And what you did with it, like the beats and everything, it's like...
It's a live instrument. I never really done that, you know. I got inspired when I seen KRS-One. I went to one of his concerts in New York City, and he had never done a live band. He did always a DJ.
So you helped him do...
No, I was influenced by KRS-One. When I seen that, I was like, shit, I want to do that. So when I had the opportunity to do it, I said yes, and I think it all ended down. Right now, it's just getting started. That's going to do huge numbers, and when I go back to Colombia, it's going to open a lot of doors.
So we want to tell everyone, the name of the song is I
Amores from Audio Directo, yes.
Okay, and talk to us about this movie that you have going on.
Well,
Can you talk about it?
You know, if you know me, I'm always involved in everything. So my partner, Chris Gotti, you know, I'm partners with Chris and Irv Gotti from Murdoch. So we've been in the movie stuff for a minute. But now, Chris, we just got to deal with Amazon. So we're doing, you know, short budget films, but with everything that he does in the Anglo, I'm going to do the Latin film. So I'm out there learning, understanding. I didn't realize that if the glam squad, the girls who do the makeup, if they're late, the whole shit gets fucked up.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Unfortunately, yes.
No, but you have to be in the movie sets to understand from a boss. I'm not in the movie. I don't necessarily... Sometimes I'm blessed to be in front of the camera, but I like to be behind the camera to understand.
So you're producing, directing?
Yeah, we're producing. I'm, you know, and assisting my partner who's executive. The movie is called Balling. It's starring Lance Stevenson, the guy who blew in the ear to LeBron. We have Safari in the movie, and it's a movie about a basketball player and all the trials and tribulations they go through. So I think it's dope to be a part of that, and always giving young actors and actresses an opportunity. That's what I'm always about. Right now I got this young kid we're about to blow up. His name is NTG from New York. I think New York is the next biggest hub. The Dominicans come. I'm Cuban, but I'm from the Heights too. So I think that's the next move. The hip hop and the trap is really gonna take over. I was telling Mafio and Pino over there that I think that I've lived so many eras. I think that we're in the era where, to me, Daddy Yankee's LL Cool J, Wisin Yandel, the Beastie Boys, Tupac is coming, homie.
Yes.
Biggie Smalls is coming. No, he hasn't arrived yet, but he's coming. The game is going to... See, Anuel tries to give you a little bit of it. See, they've always in Latin tried to make it really PG, really... But the animals are coming, and the game's going to change to some real good hip-hop. You're going to meet some real dudes. There's going to be some people getting beat up and hurt. No, I'm just saying, it ain't gonna be a lot of this soft shit you see right now. And because once that happens, everyone's gonna wanna do that. And that's what happened with NWA and gangster rap. When they came up and say, fuck the police, that was a shock.
That was big,
okay,
yeah.
So
nobody expected
all right, but there's gonna be a group
like
that's gonna come out that's gonna do that in Spanish. There's going to be a Tupac, a Mexican kid tatted up that's really with the cartels.
And it's gonna come out.
Right, it's gonna happen. It's only a matter of time because hip-hop, that's what hip-hop is. Hip-hop is bottom music. You know, you can't stop it. They've been trying to, but they really can't because it's from the bottom. And what you realize is a lot of artists want to be street guys. You see the culture, tattoos, and all that stuff that comes from that.
You see it all.
Right? So it's hard to be a street guy and you're singing love songs all day.
That doesn't mix.
That's LL Cool J. That's LL Cool J. But I'm telling you guys now in this interview, Tupac, our Spanish Tupac is coming. Our Spanish Biggie Smalls, and the game will change forever. And it's gonna come from New York. It's not coming from outside. It's not coming from Puerto Rico. It's not coming from It's coming from New York City, from LA, from Houston. It's gonna be American Latinos telling the story of what it takes to blow. I don't know. Listen, I'm Cuban. I don't know, but it was what it takes to really make it here in the United States, and that's what's going to change the game.
When is the project gonna come out with the movie? Anytime soon?
We're planning Martin Luther King Day, January 15th is the plan.
Okay, January.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Don Dinero, to being here with us at the Latin Music Hub conference.
Definitely.
Can you give your social media so everyone can follow?
Yeah, everyone can come follow me. On Instagram is Dinero717. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Don Dinero. My Facebook is Don Dinero. TikTok is Don Dinero 17. And my message to everyone here is, like I said, I just want you to pick a dream and chase that motherfucker. Because if you do not have a dream to chase in your life, you will be living a nightmare. Nightmares lead to depression, to not, you know what I'm saying? So and that's it. And it doesn't have to be the music. If you want to be a cop, if you want to be whatever, just pick something. Human beings need somewhere to go. You need to feel you're going somewhere. And this is why the Latin Music Hub is so important, because it makes artists, managers, feel like, all right, we're moving, we're going somewhere. So thank you for the opportunity to be here.
Thank you too. So much.
I hope all your dreams come true and keep pushing.
Thank you.
All right, God bless you, mommy.
That.
Thank you.